Friday the 21st. Good morning. This is the patron update. A bit about the um, virtual tabletop Roll20 game that I run, the flash fiction that I write based in that setting, and the the novel that I'm writing based in that setting, and then blog posts or articles that often relate to my writing life, sometimes dipping into the political spectrum. Um, and First, on my way home from jujitsu this morning, I want to give an example of me being a good person, because my players in the virtual tabletop Roll20 game uh, may think otherwise, given what happened. Um, some of the things that I said and maybe prep them for in their dungeon adventure in the Fungaloid Kingdom. Now, I saw a pile of mulch, and it was a little smoky, and I was exhausted, and I rode by, and I just couldn't let it go. I turned back around and I let the people know that they probably have a mulch fire. So yeah, I'm a good person. Um, it's the characters, my players' characters, that I'm cruel and malicious and planning evil things to. Not the players. I love the players. It's the characters. So if the characters happen to fall asleep in the Fungaloid Kingdom and tendrils of the walls just touch their skin just a little bit while they're resting, and implants itself, and they eventually become a fertilized bed for the next generation of mushroom people, then it's nothing against the players. It's just me being sadistic and malicious with the characters. So, uh, with that out of the way, I have started working on the next bit of flash fiction starring the Gruff, the giant goat, Theros, Mount of Bjorn, the half-elf, burly warrior ranger that the player rightly wanted to be in the spotlight for a bit. And I have him kind of this Uncle Bjorn telling stories to a bunch of kids from Badgertown. So I've been working on that, and I hope to get that done and out this weekend. I've also got a chapter for Valkyries of Desire up, waiting in the queue to be edited. I use a website called Scribophile, which I highly recommend. It's the best website I've found if you're a little weak on your community of writers to help each other out locally and need to do something online. Scribophile is the best. It's based on this karma system. You critique other people's work, you build up karma, then you put yours up, and there's thousands of writers that are there. It's overall high quality, much better than Wattpad that I used previously, as well as some other sites that aren't on anymore. So for Valkyrie of Desire, dipping into Act 2, getting familiar. Even though I've got a nice solid outline, things are some surprises which always happens when I immerse myself in the environment and the characters. And I'm trying to soak in fiction that I like. I'm really into an anime called Overlord into season 3, and I just love the secondary characters there, and how strong and how important that is for me to enjoy a story, to want to wait for those interactions between characters. So strong secondary characters, and then you kind of seed them and come back to them. And again, as I mentioned in the previous video, going to do something about a more serious blog post on being sensitive to players, but as a game master, being able to be ruthless with characters, which goes against what the Pathfinder playtest seems to be suggesting with safe spaces. And yeah, so I will get to work and keep at it. And I'll see you next week. Thanks.